Hey everybody, it's me, John Lahey. Hey, listen, in a few minutes, I'm going to be live on the air on Team 980. I will be interviewed by Galdi and by Doc Walker. And listen, when I'm on the air, I'm going to be discussing and talking to them about how the real estate market has been impacted by COVID-19, by the coronavirus. So guys, I'm going to be also sharing with them how we've adapted our operations, how we've changed the things that we do day to day to making sure that our clients are safe and making sure that we are putting our clients in the best position possible, whether they're a home seller, homeowner, or a home buyer. And also, guys, I know you won't be live on the air with me, but if you have any questions based on what I talk about, please comment below. I will take my time to make sure I answer all of your concerns and all of your questions. And also, if you find this helpful, please subscribe to my channel. Just click on the link below, and I'll be releasing new content, new videos every single week. So enjoy this. Take care.
You know, Galdi, tough times brings out tough people. It really does. It separates the cream from the top. And when it comes to sports fans and guys who don't just talk about it, but live it, Lahey. You got to be amongst the top.
We have a very pleasant surprise here. Jonathan Lahey, the real estate superstar, massive Redskins fan, all kinds of Redskins stuff going on, has been good enough to call into the show. John, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing, Galdi?
It's doing well, doing well.
John, where are you, man? You in the country, out of the country? Where are you?
I am in isolation. No, I'm actually in my home office here.
Okay, good.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Hey, what do you think about everything that's been going on with the Skins? They're busy last few days here.
It's a little bit crazy, with Quentin Dunbar, and I'm a little surprised what we got for him. I was expecting a little bit higher of a draft pick, but I guess if he's not on board with the culture and the change, you gotta get what you can get for him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think Ron Rivera could have used your marketing skills if he wanted to keep Dunbar, try to sell him on wanting to stay here. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? He needed multiple buyers.
Yeah, he did.
Only had one buyer.
The Redskins, you're exactly right. If the Redskins had multiple buyers, they could have gotten more than a fifth-round draft pick. No doubt about that.
A fourth, a third. I think he was worth at least a third, because of the injuries that he's had. But when there's no offers, you got to take what you can get.
Exactly. You know that better than anyone in the real estate market. What has this been like for you in your world with what's going on with the pandemic and, people wanting to look at homes, wanting to sell homes? How has real estate been impacted by all this?
We're really concerned with our clients. We want to make sure we give them the best advice and we keep them safe as well. So with our buyers and sellers, we're doing a lot of things virtually now. So we're as busy as ever because we have a lot of listeners who are, who listens to you and they're calling in asking for advice. So we're not telling everybody to go on the market today, but if they need to go on the market today, we have ways to get the house sold. So with buyers, for example, we're doing virtual tours of homes. If they don't want to go to look at the house themselves, we'll do a virtual tour for them. We'll walk around the house, we'll record it live, and they can communicate to us live, and they can be safe where they are. Because a lot of these buyers are concerned about, entering into homes, and with sellers, we're doing virtual consults with sellers too. We just did one the other day where, usually we send our interior designer to go to the house and give them tips on what to do to get the house ready. But now we're like, all right, let's just do virtually. So the seller's walking around the house with their phone, doing FaceTime with us, and then we're giving them tips on what to do to get the house ready if the seller's not comfortable with having us around.
Nice. So you can still kind of walk people through the process. It's not like they're just, alone in something like this.
Right. And a lot of people are like, so, should I do it now? We have a lot of sellers who's calling in. They're like, should I sell today or should I wait off until, a few months from now or a few weeks from now? And what I say is like, you know what? Talk to me first, because a lot of times people think like selling a home is an event, like boom, the next thing you know, the house is sold. No, there's a lot of things that we do on the back end before the house even goes on the market. So talking to us early on we can get the house ready. And then when the house is ready, then we can decide if it's a good time to go on the market or not.
Talking with Jonathan Lahey, the real estate superstar. With what's going on with the interest rates, someone calls you up and says, hey, John, is now a good time to refinance? What say you?
It depends what their rates are. The answer is probably, because rates are still ridiculously low. But if he called me a week or two ago, the answer is like, yes, absolutely. So rates have adjusted back up a little bit in the last couple of weeks, but rates are still really low. So if any of your listeners have any questions, any concerns regarding, hey, what should I do? Because that's really the calls we're getting right now. What should I do? There's so much uncertainty with rates, with coronavirus, with people getting sick, people going through homes. What should I do? Those kind of questions. Hey, I'm here as a resource for all of your listeners, man. I'm here to just call me, and we'll do a virtual chat, and I'll give them the best advice I can. And everybody gets a different advice because it's not like everybody is in the same situation, right?
Right.
So the conversations matter.
John is the best. You've heard me talk about him for a while. The phone number is 301-651-4900. The website, johnsellsdmv.com, 301-651-4900, johnsellsdmv.com. Number 2 overall pick, John. Take Chase Young or trade down? What do you say?
Oh, man, that's a really good question. If we get enough picks back, if we trade down, I want to trade down to like number 4. Maybe number 3 and still get Chase Young.
That would be
perfect.
Happen,
John.
That would be perfect.
Even with your skills, you might not be able to pull that off. Yeah. That's good.
If anyone can, though, it's John. So
no question about it.
If they can create demand for the number 2 pick and get somebody to like fall in love with a quarterback that they think that the rest is gonna get, and trade that away and drop down on like 1 or 2 draft picks, that would be ideal. If not, just get Chase Young because he's the best one on the board.
Let him dominate here for years, no doubt about that.
Exactly.
Good to check in with you, man. Thanks so much for calling in,
John.
Fellas, it was really good hearing from you.
Yep, thank you very much. Jonathan Lahey, real estate superstar. Nobody moves homes better in the DMV. And like you said, lots of questions right now when it comes to real estate. Give John a call. Tell him you heard about him from us here, and he'll
do you right. Thing is no joke.
No, it's not. It's not. And it's confusing. I mean, look, if it's not your business, it's like, we're not experts. What do we know?
You should have a pro in every facet of your life.
No question. Yeah. No question.
Unless you're an amateur.
Yes. 301-651-4900 is that number. All right.
Is your home listed, but you've got little or no results so far? Jonathan Lahey has an aggressive and proven selling system for attracting hundreds of qualified buyers. That's why he sells over 40 times more homes than the average agent. Kyle had listed his Laurel home with a previous agent for 152 days. No results. By that point, Kyle had already moved out and was living in another state when he contacted Jonathan Lahey. Jonathan's aggressive marketing sold it in just 2 weeks for the full asking price. What a relief for Kyle. Jonathan Lahey of RE/MAX Fine Living will sit down with you. You agree on a price and a deadline. If the deadline passes and the home is not sold, he will buy your home for cash. Call Jonathan today at 301-651-4900. That's 301-651-4900. Or go online to johnsellsdmv.com. That's johnsellsdmv.com and start packing.